Welcome back, YouTube. You are here with Dirtman Dan, and today I just want to make a little video for you guys. This is kind of a follow-up from a video I made a few months ago. It was called Making Black Gold Day 1. Unfortunately, I was never able to make a follow-up video for that specific compost pile, but if you guys watched it, I talked to you guys about the ingredients and how to make a compost pile. So this over here is a compost pile. Starting tomorrow, it'll be a full solid month old, and I want to show you what it's doing and what I noticed and the good things that I've been paying attention to, and also the different types of compost piles. This one's a hot pile, it's not a cold pile. So as you can see, this one's gonna get hot, really hot. And I'm gonna start by digging down so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Right there. Beautiful. Okay. So that's steam coming off. I wish I had my thermometer with me. I have to order another one so we can figure out the exact temperatures, but I'm telling you this one's anywhere from 120 to 140 degrees. And the deeper I go, the hotter it's gonna get. And what I really like about this pile is it's been over a month. It's still very nice and hot. It means it's breaking down. So this is a material that you wouldn't want to use necessarily for your gardens yet. It still needs more time. So as soon as a pile cools down, and I have a pile for you guys today I'm going to share right over there, and that material is ready to use. And I can explain to you the differences. This, you can try crunching it up and you will never make a ball. It's still very loose. And as you can see, it has a lot of white mycorrhizal bacteria. This is really great stuff. This is a sign of a really healthy compost pile. What this stuff does is when you have this in your soil, that bacteria will actually allow your roots to thrive and obtain the nutrients that they need from the soil. So a lot of you guys are getting into your gardens now with the recent virus outbreak. There's a lot of spare time, and the stores are becoming less and less available. People aren't wanting to leave their houses, and now is a good time to be coming up with your own produce. So in order to have a healthy garden, it's not all about your micro and macronutrients. It has a lot to do with healthy soil. So this is a pile I made a month ago. It gives you guys an idea of what your piles could look like. The ingredients I used for this pile, I'll just give you a background, is horse manure, some straw, leaves, oak leaves in particular, and then brush material. And I shredded it in these two buckets. This is the horse manure that I recently shredded. That's my green material. It's gonna get the piles really hot. And over here I had all my twigs and stems and branches that I did pruning with from the orchards and whatnot. And I put it in the chipper. It breaks it down to a finer element in here. You can see this one's starting to already break down too. But what we're trying to do is, this pile over here has a mycorrhizal bacteria in it, but it's not that hot because it doesn't have that bulk size. So as soon as you come up with a large quantity, like that over there per se, you'll really start to see the heat develop. And then this is the newest pile right here. As you can see, this one's probably gonna be really hot too. Yeah, this one's the hottest right here because it's really fresh. And I love smelling the soil and really getting a feel of what it's doing. But to show you, and I just took off the tarp, it's just starting to rain, so I wanted to take in that natural rainwater. But this is the exciting part right here. This is what every gardener, farmer, you name it, grower wants. And it's called black gold for a reason. This right here, my friends, is a miracle. It's some of the best quality soil you're going to see, and the best part is you guys can make this too in your own backyards. You don't need a whole lot. And here's just a little screen. So not only did I get my little gym workout in, look at that. Not only did I get my gym workout by scooping this up with the shovel and straining through it, but look, it feels amazing, this texture right here. So I know that this is really good compost because I can turn it into a ball like that, so it has a slimier kind of texture to it, and then I can also crumble it up. So it's gonna have good drainage and also retain the water that you water for your plants really well, and the nutrients you put in there too. It's a great form of nutrients. And as then I strain it through, I take out the bigger sticks and I let it sit there. And that, my friends, is gonna be considered my cold compost pile, because I know it's not gonna get hot again, and therefore I can turn it into a vermiculture system. So I'm gonna inoculate, once I get a big pile over here, I'm gonna inoculate it with my worms that I have in my worm bin, and you're gonna see that. That's gonna be a whole another section of magic, which is a finer breakdown of the compost vermiculture. So this stuff is ready to use. I know it's ready to use because I can literally, this one's more on the recent side, but look at this. I'm digging down and it maintains room temperature throughout the whole way through. And look at that. You can see how smaller the particles are too. It comes out amazing. And all it takes is a little fine straining to get the smaller stuff out, and you're left with this. And these are gonna go into the